Hello, everybody. Hello. Parashat Yitro. Parashat Yitro is a very important parasha, as we all know. And the subject that we choose is actually how to become a leader. And the reason we choose this topic specifically on Parashat Yitro, because the question, who is the leader I'm talking about, Yitro or Moshe? I'm talking about Moses as the leader, or am I talking about Yitro as the leader? That's really the question that we have here. I mean, who are we looking up to? Are we looking up to Yitro, or are we looking up to Moshe, or for both? I mean, who is the actual leader? So to understand the story of what happened in this week parasha is basically we have Moshe Rabbeinu is of course last week parasha. We have the splitting of the Red Sea and getting out of Egypt, being able to get slave, like the Jewish slave. When we talk about the Jewish slave, we need to know Egypt at that time controlled the world. They controlled everybody. Everybody was a slave. Just to compare the Jewish slave, there is a little place called Malta in about south of Europe. And in that little island called Malta, a lot of slaves used to come from there to Egypt. There were slaves that were taken advantage of and abused. The Jewish slave was worse than them. So just to let you understand the Yetziat Mitzrayim, because sometimes when we do Passover, we can relate to the spiritual essence of Yetziat Mitzrayim, but we don't totally understand the miracle that happened with Yetziat Mitzrayim, not only because of the physical freedom of the people of Israel. We are talking about like the chain, the spiritual chain, the magic, the black magic, that everybody was holding the soul of the Jewish people to be there. And of course, the question being asked before we going into the leadership, why they need the Jewish people there? They have so many other people, slaves from all over the world. What is the Jewish people? Just let them go, a few people. After all, Joseph is the one who organized all the finance, all the Wall Street of Egypt was organized by Joseph. So why do you need the Jewish people? Why so evil to them? Even when it say, Kam melech chadash asher lo yada et paro, it was raise a new pharaoh that didn't know Yosef. I mean, what is the idea of the Jewish people? So before we go in there, we need to give an understanding to what is a Jew without I'm going to emphasize so much about it, but to understand that from a soul point of view. So according to Rabbi Isaac Luria, in Shara Gilgulim, a Jewish person has something different in the soul, in the operation of the soul. It's different. What is the different? It's called desire. Or if you want in the spiritual language, they call it the malchut. Or if you want deeper, that's called Bechina Dalet. So this is all aspect of desire. It's all aspect of desire. You take a Jewish person and you use them as a tool to draw the light of the Creator all the way down. That's what the pyramid, instead of the pyramid, when you look at it, how it look in that direction, right? Meaning all the light, all the Creator, whatever from above, will come to me. So it's why here I'm getting more. I'm getting more from me. So this is me in the bottom. I'm getting more. Opposite of if the corner is here and you're going this way. So this is being from me and I'm giving everything up. So you're using basically a soul of a person who has the strongest desire in the world. That's what the Jewish soul has. Strongest desire in the world. So you use that slave. What it means slave? It wasn't slave just brick and stone and cement. It was a slave. They make sure they control that human, called a Jew, to make sure that that person will be related to whatever is free. The freedom was about you can get zucchini for free, pizza for free, sushi for free, movie for free, what else? Car for free, everything free. If you look at after they get out of Egypt, what they say, Zacharnu, we remember את הבצלים, את השומim, את הקישואים, we remember the zucchini, the onion, the garlic, that we received free. It was free. What kind of slave want to go back to Egypt? Nashuva Mitzrayma. A slave is actually saying, I think I'm going back to Egypt. Why? Because that's where I was slave. We think a slave is something that somebody tell you what to do. You know who told them what to do? The evil inclination, the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination of a person, when he tell you what to do, that's your Paro. That's your Mitzrayim. So the Paro in Mitzrayim is a concept. I'm saying it, I'm not going to talk a lot about it. Maybe when we get closer to Pesach, we'll explain it more. The whole idea of Paro and Mitzrayim is to control that things that call Rasha. What is Rasha? Ratzon shel atzmo. Desire to receive for oneself alone. That will be the translation. Me, and myself. Me and my ego. All about me. All about me. So the Egyptians were able to control the soul of the Jew in Egypt. So through them, they get all the light they need. Don't think of it as a regular slave. Otherwise, your Passover will look like Thanksgiving. And I don't care how religious you are. It will be nothing more than a Thanksgiving. Even if you do it by halakha, it will be nothing more than a Thanksgiving. Why? Because on Passover, you're supposed to get out of something. But it's not out because you eat matzah. It's not you getting out because you have, matzah ball soup or whatever you have there. It's got to be more than that. Okay. Now, leadership. There is 3 things about leadership in this week parasha. First, by Yitro. Yitro heard. Second, they choosing the right people to judge Bnei Israel. Okay? Sarei Chameshim, Sarei Asarot. Okay? And now they choose them. How exactly they do that? What exactly need to be done for them to choose it? We're going to go through that. And the third and very important subject, Matan Torah. Matan Torah, Chag Matan Torah. The giving of the Torah. Why we couldn't call it Kabbalat Torah? Much better if you celebrate Kabbalat Torah. Let's celebrate the receiving of the Torah. No. Matan Torah. Matan Torah. It will be more pleasant to our ears, to our soul, to hear that it's the receiving of Torah. We receive some Torah. We receive something. It should be Chag Kabbalat Torah. No. Tell us the Mekubalim, tell us the Chachamim. Chag Matan Torah. Matan. מה זה matan? מה זה matan in Hebrew? I'm giving you something. Doesn't mean you're receiving it. I'm giving you a ring. Doesn't mean you're going to have it. I'm giving you an advice. Doesn't mean you're going to use it. I'm giving you a hug. Doesn't mean you're going to enjoy it. So meaning that Chag Matan Torah, the whole idea of the 10 Commandments that we're going to talk about in Yitro, this whole idea was a gift from above to below. Whatever it's going to be yours or not, I'm not sure. How are you going to behave? Are you going to think about yourself? Can you stop for a second to think about yourself? Let me ask you a question. Can you stop for 1 minute to think about yourself? And while you stop thinking about yourself, are you thinking about yourself, stop thinking about yourself? Or you actually stop thinking about yourself and there is a void, that there is no self any longer there? That's a question we have to ask ourselves. The same thing with the relationship. If you are involved in a relationship or you want to be involved in a relationship, can you stop thinking about yourself? Can you just stop for 1 minute? That's the avodah. That's the work. You can put a big yarmulke. I'm saying it in every lecture. You can light extra candle for Shabbat. Extra candle for Shabbat. You're going to do Afrashat Challah twice a week. What are you thinking about? Me. I did Afrashat Challah. I light the candle. I put the tefillin. I help somebody with charity. I. That aspect, that's the aspect that don't allow us to receive the Torah that the Creator want to give us. Why? Maybe I should ask you why. What do you think we cannot receive the Torah until that part need to change? What do you think? What do you think? Why the Mekubalim is so precise? The Arizal, the Zohar. We cannot receive the Torah until the I gotta go away. Without the me is disturbing us to receive the Torah as God wrote it. And it's in the Pasuk even. Anochi omed beni ubedachem. Moses is saying, I am standing between God and between you. Say the Kotzke Rebbe. What the Kotzke Rebbe, how we translate it. Anochi, those of you know Israeli, Anochi also means Adam Anochi, meaning he's a selfish person. Meaning Anochi Omed. Who is standing between God and you? The selfish agenda. Every time I'm thinking about me, it cannot work. Look at Yitro for a second. Who he was. Kohen le'el elyon, the master of all idol worshipping. So the whole idea that where we see that Yitro basically is the one that basically everything that you can think about idol worshiping, he was the master of it. That was him. And he's willing to say, hey, gentlemen, ladies, or ladies and gentlemen, I did a terrible mistake. Now we look at a person like that and we might judge him. Why should I follow a person who said he did a mistake? No. A person who's brave enough to say, I did a mistake, that's a true leader. A leader who's not capable to say, I did a mistake, I will be worried if I can follow a leader like that. A leader has to be a human being before he's a leader. If he's not a human being, then you follow an AI, right? That's the new thing. AI is, what's a computer now? AI, everybody with AI. Yeah, how to write a lecture for bar mitzvah. I was actually in a dinner. We're sitting around, a fancy table, the candle, the wine expensive, and everybody say a few words. I say a few words. I wasn't ready, so I say whatever come to my mind. And then the head of the party, he said, okay, and he pulling a paper, and he read the front of his family. It was a lot of people there, and it was a perfect lecture about the parasha, perfect lecture. Everything was wow, amazing. And for some reason, I'm looking at the wife, and she's looking like that. No idea. So then I'm telling me, we're drinking scotch together. What everything is okay. She disagreed with me that I should do it with the AI. I think it's much better. I want a lecture, bar mitzvah, parashat beshalach, and I wanted to talk about this. My son, he put all the information, beautiful lecture. If you see the lecture, it's unbelievable. No soul, but beautiful frame. It's a beautiful frame, the whole frame. You just have to inject it with a little soul, and then it get out of the golem consciousness. Yitro was able to say, I was wrong. The question, those of you, I'm sure you want to be a leader, some type of a leader. We're all leader. Who take you to the bathroom? Yourself, right? You lead your body into the bathroom. Who feed you? Your hand. This hand. Listen to me. See this hand, listen to me. I'm not even talking to it. It brings the water to my mouth. We have a unity. Why? Because the brain is the one to tell my hand what to do. And the brain loves my hand. So that's why my hand listens to my brain. What if the brain wouldn't like my hand? We're going to have a problem. We're not going to talk to each other. We are one unit. What if it's two people? What if it's 3? What is 20? What is 100? What is 2,000? What is 5,000? What is 5 million followers? What if you have 25 million followers and now you say, ladies and gentlemen, I did a mistake about my spirituality. You can lose them all. Right? You can lose them all. Yitro, didn't care. A true leader go for whatever they believe that that's the right thing to do. And look at him. He's the father-in-law. Is the father-in-law go to the son-in-law? It's not respectful. Moshe should send him an envelope, send him an Uber or something. I mean, nothing is going on. Moses, no effort. Yitro is doing all the work. He's coming. And he's waiting outside. What is the relationship between them? Let's go to Shara Gilgulim, Gate of Reincarnation by Rabbi Azekluria. When they meet, what is the verse that Yitro say as they meet? He's actually telling him something. They don't seem connected. He said to him, that's the word, I'm going to write it in. Okay? Chotnecha Yitro. Okay? Basically said, I am, Ani, Chotnecha, your father-in-law, Yitro. The Ari said, take the first letter Aleph, then the first letter Chet, then the first letter Ed. You're going to get, who know Hebrew, what is written here? Achi. What is Achi in Hebrew? My brother. My brother. In Hebrew, it's actually something that we use a lot as Israeli. Achi, Achoti. You know, but he was really a brother. But Yitro was not his brother. So why is calling him his brother? Why would the Arizal in Shara Psukim will bring that code that's going on? Arizal say, Yitro, which tribe Yitro came from? Keni. He's come from Shevet HaKeni, the Torah, the Canaanite. So the Canaanite is like Cain. He was Cain. Yitro was Cain. Abel was Moshe Rabbeinu. The hay of the now they meet again. Remember why he killed them last time? He killed them because he has an extra twin. I'm sure you know the Midrash. The Midrash say that Cain born with 2 girls, twin, and Abel was born with 1. Because that were their wife. The wife was, don't take it the wrong way, it was not Chukib like today. It was their sister was actually, or the twin sister was the wife. This was the soulmate. You're born with your soulmate. Much easier than today. You see the young generation going on the phone and looking for shidduch and soulmate and nothing going on and nothing coming back. They're going like this to date and then they come back home like that. What happened? I don't want to ask what happened. They go with excitement and come back with the bag. What happened? And another one. Doesn't work. In those days, you're born with it. Yep. Here's your soulmate. It's a basic idea. Boom. You're born with your soulmate and you're coming. I mean, don't think about brother-sister situation right now. Don't go to that. Can I look at your mind like, I can't do that. I'm not sure I can do that. It's a different mindset there. So Cain killed Abel because of the Toma Yetera, because he have an extra twin. And now they are meeting again. Who is Moshe Rabbeinu taken from Yitro? What is he taking? Tzipora. So he's taking the girl that Cain took from him, and because of that, he killed them. So now they have a second chance to fix it. Now they have their chance of their life to fix their relationship. If you not follow to become a leader, if you're not really ready to become leading yourself into a better life, then you will not understand, unfortunately, and I'm not putting you down by saying you don't understand. You gotta study more the concept of reincarnation. We all have been together in this world. All of us. We've been together. We did harm to one another. We bother one another. We still bother one another. But we're not getting the lesson that we gotta move on. Leader, move on. Leader, don't hold grudge. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. I told you last week about this husband and wife from 47th Street where there's diamond and jewelry and how much they fight, before the divorce. So everybody want to eat each other. And in the middle, a wonderful lawyer, God bless him, it was an opportunity to make money. Why not? Let it continue for another 3 years. Let all the gold that they have on both sides to come to my pocket. And that's what happened. We must be capable to say those words. I did a mistake. I did a mistake. You got to train yourself to say, I'm sorry, I did a mistake. Mean it. Don't say just to get out of problem. And if you don't do it like Yitro, it will be a problem. A second thing that we see about Yitro, Ma Shema Shema Yitro. Rashi is asking, what did he hear? So there is many opinions, there's many vikuchim, the Ramban, the Orach Chaim, the Siftei Chachamim, Sofru, all the commentary asking many questions. Where did they meet? Did they meet in Mount Sinai? What exactly went wrong? I mean, what did he hear? Every king heard, the whole king, we say it as Yashir, we say it in every prayer, we say as Yashir if you read. Okay, the old Melachim, the old king heard Yam Suf. Yam Suf make noise. The splitting of the Red Sea makes some noise. Everybody heard it. Some Midrashim say it was Hashem took the ocean, the sea, to a level which is very high, so everybody can see the split with their own eyes. There's many midrashim on that, so everybody heard. But Milchemet Amalek, they also heard. So why Yitro came? Yitro was one of the advisors of Pharaoh. Pharaoh has 3 advisors. Bilam, the Bilam, the famous Bilam, Yitro, and Ayov. 3 advisors. Job, Yitro, and Bilam. Bilam said, kill them all. Ayov said, take their money. Yitro, run away to Midian. Those of you who want to know exactly where Midian is, it's exactly above the Houthi. All the Houthi that cause all the world the problem. So Midian is exactly, it's exactly above it. Like if this Houthi, this is just, I don't know how to explain the part. If I show you the map, it's exactly there. It's that peninsula, so it's going up. It's the part that's going more up. That's Midian. Now, what is the idea of Amalek? Why Dafka Amalek? Why Amalek? Basically, getting out of Egypt, everybody believed God makes a miracle. Amalek has to be done by people. You need to have people do that job of Amalek. What was Amalek? What is Amalek? Yes, we know Amalek is doubts when you take the word Amalek. Okay, you take in Hebrew Amalek, again, 240, Safek, Same idea. Doubts. Safek means doubt. So we know what Amalek is all about, the doubts. Very simple. So Amalek is not just a nation, it's the doubt in your mind. But how is Amalek act? What is Amalek exactly? If you look at the Pasuk last week, Parasha, he's saying, Machar, tomorrow, go and fight the Amalek. You can go through, don't worry about it. He said, tomorrow, go and fight the Amalek. Go tomorrow and fight the Amalek. What does that mean, go tomorrow and fight the Amalek? Why tomorrow? The whole Amalek thing is one word, tomorrow. You want to know if Amalek is attacking you? Tomorrow. When are you going to start the gym? Tomorrow. When are you going to fix your problem? Tomorrow. When are you going to start the diet? Tomorrow. Everything's tomorrow. Are you one of those people who say tomorrow? You've been attacked by Amalek already. Amalek is actually in your life. When spiritual people start a journey, they start it at that moment. Whatever you decide to change in your life, when you get out of this door, you want to be the leader of your body and your soul, start it before the door open to outside. Once the first step start, it start there. If you want to apologize to somebody, say, I did a mistake, don't do it tomorrow. Text now. I don't care that you open your phone and start saying, I'm so sorry about what I did to you last night. I wouldn't judge you. I would love you if you do it. Or on the way out, I'm sorry. People who don't have the word I'm sorry in their soul cannot be a leader. We imagine a leader as somebody who has many followers. That's not a leader. That's a manipulator. A leader is a person who builds other leaders that can lead others to a better life. If a leader just have another 5 billion people follow behind him, he cannot manage 5 billion. He can't. He can't see what's going on. You have to lead the people to better life for them, not for you. And Yitro was one of those people. That's Yitro. And that's why he converted to Judaism. That's why he changed all his life. Achshav yadati, ata yadati. Now I know that the Creator is greater than everybody. Now, when we look at another thing that Yitro started, he said, Vayishma Yitro, if you look at the first verse, Yitro heard Asher Asa Elokim. He said that Elokim did leMoshe uLebnei Israel. Those of you who know the word Elokim, you need to know the difference. I want you to learn the difference between the name of God. There's many names to God. Okay, many names. And every time you use a certain name, okay, every time you use a different name, you know what you're talking about. For example, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu, that's Elokim. That's Midat Adin. Elokim is the din. Okay, so when you see the word Elokim, usually, please take the kuf and change it with A. I cannot write it because I cannot erase it. So not kuf, it's A, but I cannot write it. This is always judgment. And when you see this name is always mercy. Okay, so you have to remember, or balance, or mercy. This is changed K with kuf with A. So we say, Asher Asa Elokim leMoshe uVnei Israel. Why you say Moshe and then Bnei Israel? You should say Bnei Israel and then Moshe. That the people and then Moses. Explain to us in the commentary, Chachamim teaching us something incredible. They teach us that was Midat Adin. A leader is able to remove the judgment from his people. You want to know a leader? When you go around a certain leader, a spiritual leader, hopefully you all understand, I'm not teaching you how to be the head of Amazon. Spiritual leader, when you are around a spiritual leader, the judgments start to diminish. That's how you know it's a spiritual leader. If you're next to a spiritual leader and there is more judgment, either it's a wrong leader or either you are with the wrong leader. It doesn't mean it's always a wrong leader. Sometimes there's no fit. There's no affinity between two of you. You got to get out. Because that leader will bring judgment on you, not because he's bad, sometimes because it's not a fit. A leader, a spiritual leader, I mean, today we call them rabbis, or we can call them chachamim, or talmidei chachamim. There's many names. Spiritual leader, spiritual guru, Kabbalist, Mekubal, all kind of names. But the way you know, get closer, and you try it. The minimum time is 6 months. You are with them for 6 months, and the judgments start to disappear. That's the right leader for you. Don't let them go from your life. Don't let them go from your life. So again, a leader, first idea of leader, somebody who prevents the judgment from happening to your life. A leader, number 2, is a person who's capable to say, I did a mistake. You're not capable to say that, you cannot be a leader, and please do not be a leader. You cannot run life for other people because you don't know how to say, I was wrong. So you don't belong in the area of leader. Leader need to say, I was wrong, I'm sorry. Leader has to have the desire to learn. That's why you say, I was wrong. And the question you need to ask yourself tonight, and please ask yourself, no, it doesn't have to be now. When people tell you that you were wrong, what's your reaction? How do you react to it? Are you get upset or you are excited? If you're excited, welcome to the leadership group. If you get upset, you don't belong to be a leader because you're only busy with yourself. Somebody is telling you, hey, the omelet you make is very salty. Very salty. Would you be upset? You go, you're absolutely right. Thank you for telling me. And you go and fix it. It's like a chef one time served a cake. And it was 450 people. And there is one thing the chef forgot to put in the cake. One ingredient. He put everything. It was such a lovely cake. It looked amazing. What a pie. I was there. But he forgot to put sugar. One ingredient. Everything was perfect. It was, what is it called? Not apple pie. The lemon, the green one. The key lime pie. There is a name like this. Key lime pie. Am I saying it correctly? Key lime pie. But key lime pie is a bit bitter. So without the sugar, I don't know if you can imagine the flavor. And everybody's embarrassed. He's a very famous chef. Everybody knows that chef. And everybody tried to swallow and chew it. You gotta eat. It's the chef. I mean, famous chef. And everybody look at each other. Okay, we gotta eat it. It tastes like a soap. Like somebody wash the cake with some shampoo. And you... No sugar, bitterness. So bitter. The chef came out, said, please stop eating. I was shocked. What happened? Said, this, my bad, my mistake. My mistake. And I have extra cookie, please eat this. That's a leader. Ask yourself, are you doing it with your wife, with your husband? Are you doing it with your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend? Are you doing it with your neighbor? Are you doing it with your kids? I did a mistake. You're not? Then you cannot lead those people you cannot say, I'm sorry to. I repeat again, you cannot lead people that you not say, I'm sorry to. If you did a mistake, and at least, let's say you don't know, it's a different story, but they came to you and said, hey, listen, you hurt me when you say that the omelet was too fatty. No problem, I'm sorry. That's Yitro. That's a leadership skill we learned from Yitro. That's one. I'm jumping now to another idea, of course, the Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 Commandments. When we look at the 10 Commandments, why 10? Would you be okay to be 12 or 13? It wouldn't match the tablet, I know. Let's put it 8 maybe, 4, 2 and 2. Would you be upset? 15, 20, maybe 20, 10 and 10 would be amazing. In Kabbalah, there is something called 10 Sefirot. You have to remember that 10 Sefirot, okay? Okay, 10 Sefirot. 10 Sefirot. The 10 Sefirot is basically where the light of the Creator, okay? When I said the light, you can call it the energy, the whole thing that you want in your life, going all the way down to a place where we live, okay? We can call it Malchut if you want. This is where we are, okay? We are here, and the light flowing through 10 levels all the way down to us. That light, that energy is representing itself with something called Aseret HaDibrot. Aseret HaDibrot are clothing that hold that light coming from above to below. What is the first Dibra? Who knows the first Dibra? What is the first Dibra, please? Yeah, Keter, very good, yeah. But what does it say there? Anochi Hashem. Very good, Anochi Hashem. What does Anochi Hashem translate to? I am God. So simple. It doesn't seem like a big one, but that's how you start the Aseret HaDibrot. You should start the Shamor et Yom HaShabbat, Kaved et Avicha, things that relate to people, to respect your parents, to the Shabbat, eat some kosher food, okay? Don't have too much cholesterol. Maybe it will be better still. I am God. What is God trying to tell us in the 10 Commandments? You want to be a leader? You want to start being a leader? You need to know there is a leader to the world. Are you ready to accept it? No, don't be a leader. First rules of being a leader. Do you believe that this universe is operating with a spiritual leader called the Creator? If you don't believe in it or you don't know it, what exactly you leading and who exactly you leading? This whole universe were created before you were born. This whole universe has been here for a long, long time before you came to this world. So because of that, if you want to lead people, the first thing is Anochi Hashem. As Kerem Shlomo writes in his book, why we can be a spiritual leader? Because it's in the Gemara, okay? Shlicho shel Adam kvoto. Masechet Gitin, Masechet Kedushin. Shlicho shel Adam kvoto. Meaning, translated into English, a messenger of a person is as if this is him. Meaning, if somebody is sending a certain message from you, is shlicho, he's the shaliach. If you are the shaliach, if you are the messenger of God, meaning you accept there is Anochi Hashem, you accept there is I am God, then you absolutely can be a leader. But if you're representing yourself, don't be a leader. Don't. Because you're misleading people. You're supposed to be, there is a power, there is a force above. That force above, Melech Malchei Melachim, the kings of all kings. I am here to tell you about it. Be a leader. May God make you the greatest leader in the world. Because you are representing that leader. That's what Kerem Shlomo explained to us. This is it. Very simple. Anochi Hashem. Then what is the second dibra? Lo yeh. What is lo yeh? You shouldn't have other God than me. Who is the other God? Who is the potential other God than God? Who is the first in potential? The first one that can sneak in to be the God? Me. I'm the competition of God. Me and my ego is the competition. When I say me, I hope you understand. I don't talk about Eliyahu. I talk about each one of you. Okay, maybe I say you. Does it sound better? Okay, you, and me, and us. Each and every one of us want to be God. And more we want to be God, less the real God that there is. More me want to be God, less that there is God, that the real God, the Creator, Melech Malchei Melachim, to be exist. And for that reason, in the morning, we start the morning prayer, Hashem Melech, Hashem Malach, Hashem Yimloch L'olam Va'ed. We start to say it so bechataf, so fast, we don't even listen. Hashem Melech, God rule, Malach, God is ruling, Yimloch, God will rule, L'olam Va'ed, forever, eternity. We say it why? Who is saying it to? So the other guy will hear it for 30 years he's praying next to me. And for that guy, 45 years he's saying it. Or the Chazan say it for 50 years. Who is he saying it to? To my ego. You hear ego? I'm talking to my ego every morning. Every morning. Every morning. Listen to me. You're not the king. You're not the king. You never have been the king. You can be a servant of the king. And then shlicho shel Adam kmoto. A messenger of the Creator is as if he's the Creator. Are you the messenger of the Creator? When you do the business, are you a messenger? Are you very worried? I'm representing God. I can't steal even a penny. I'm representing God. I should talk very nice to my children. I'm representing God. I would talk very nice to my wife, to my husband, to my neighbor. I'm representing God. I have to be careful that people might think I'm important, because that will take away from God. That's a true leader. Unfortunately, in the outside world, leader has been pictured with how they dress, what car they drive, how much gold they wear in their clothes. And in Kabbalah, it's the opposite. Because more things you have, it's called kisuim. Kisuim means cover. Cover. You cover yourself with those things. The real essence of who you are doesn't come out. And when I look at the new generation, not because I put them down, I don't think my generation was better. In my generation, we have our problem. In the young generation, they have their problem. I think they're even better than us, because the temptation that they have to go through is way more than us. So, bravo to what they're going through. But I'm looking at their hero. You want to know a generation? Look at one thing. Who is the hero of our generation? In my time, it was to be a famous writer, philosopher, people with opinion, people who write down about things. And nowadays, it will be a short song. The rhythm doesn't even need the guitar. Something like that. And the words are saying something. And that's the wisdom. The other hero is some athletic person with his leg, never let him down. He's running like fast. The leaders of our time is the leader of how rough and how strong the body. The ego, in the name of the ego, you can become a better leader every day. That's the message out there. But what am I saying is the best time for the young generation? Because can you imagine? Every time they're overcoming their own ego, it's amazing. Amazing. In my time, it wasn't so. It wasn't. People compete who make a better pasta. That's as far as the ego would go. And the neighbors say, my pasta is much better than yours. No, my pasta, that's it. They make peace and no ego. That was the ego. That's it. We didn't have money. People didn't have that much money like today. There is the fancy car and fancy watch and hotels and hotel, you know, you have bed, you have a few towers, some towers as a whole, and that's life. Maybe I didn't grow up like the richest people here, but simple. You cannot do lo yeh. You cannot let your mind think that you are maybe better than the other person, because this is the avon of the second dibra, second command. Every time I feel I'm better than you, it makes me as I'm God to you. I have more experience than you. I maybe read the book before you read it. Yes. Yes. This is yes. And I'm going to show you what I read and share it with you, because I want to tell you about God. I want to tell you about the Creator. I want to tell you about our King. I want to tell you about our true leader. I want to tell you that I would like to represent our true leader. I would like to tell you that I pray every day, please let me present you with honesty, with beauty, that more people can listen to it. Yes, but I cannot be the leader. I can be representing the true leaders, the one and only, the Creator. This is a spiritual leader. Spiritual leader is not how good they are in Torah, or how good they are in Kabbalah, or how good they are in different things. It's very simple. Remember, representing the Creator. If you go to study some Torah with a person and the word Creator didn't come in 1 hour of lecture, run. Run away. You're in a bad place. If the word the Creator was mentioned about what is the Creator, not just Baruch Hashem. There is lecture, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. And somebody who just walk in, was new into the Torah, Baruch, that's my name, Baruch. I didn't know I was guilty, because Hashem means guilty, right? Baruch Hashem. So please remember that it's a very important thing about Ma'amad Har Sinai, that you don't think this is just a commandment. After all, the translation is really bad, because dibrot is not a command. Command is tzivuim, asarat tzivuim. Dibra is like ledaber, the 10 conversation, the 10 speak, the 10 words, the 10 utterances, if you wish. But it's not command. It's not tzivuim. It's not. It's a suggest, if you want. The Creator say, hey, you take those 10. It can help you. Live by those 10, it will help you. Please remember that we don't have a lot of time, so I don't want to... if it will be Shabbat and you have no place to go, I will hold you here for 3 hours just to explain that point. But because of time, yeah. And I want to mention another thing. I mentioned before about Judaism, and I would like to mention it again. I heard it from a rabbi in Yerushalayim, and beautiful thing that he told me. Say it's funny, you know, in every religion, you hear about one person witnessing a miracle, right? In every religion. And I'm not trying to put other religion down. I'm not here to tell you this is better, this is worse. Every person will connect to the Creator the way they want it. I'm not here to preach you if this is good or bad. But I enjoy being a Jew. I enjoy very much being a Jew. Not because I think it's better or worse. Because more you study, you realize that was the only religion that God commanded to do. What about the non-Jew? Well, they have a 7 mitzvot that they have to do. We're in the middle of a project, I don't know if it took me 1 year or 2 years, to publish a book that give the non-Jewish people what are the 7 mitzvot that they have to do. They also have mitzvot. They have to know the mitzvot. It's our job and duty as Jew to write this book. And I sit with a person, I tell it as a joke. I said to him, listen, I was sitting 6 months ago, it was Passover, and I said, maybe it's my duty to go write the book. I tell it as a funny story. I said, come on, seriously? After Passover, I get a call. I said, I'm ready to invest if you're ready to do that. So why? I said, because I think this book is necessary to publish it in the 100 languages all over the world, so that don't you know that there is a mitzvah. What is the Jew? How many mitzvot the Jew has? 613. The Goy has 7. Lo tirtzach, don't kill, no adultery. You know, if they knew that that's a mitzvah, they cannot do that. Can't steal. All the mitzvot. Jewish people, Judaism is the only religion that was experienced by what? By more than one person. Everybody saw God. Everybody was in Mount Sinai. Everybody received the Torah, or was potentially to receive the Torah. They all were together. There was no difference between each person. They're all together. You know, when you talk about other religion, mostly it's about one person. And I'm not trying to put nobody's down, as I say. I mean, you have Jesus on one side, a nice Jewish guy from Brooklyn, right? Who's coming with a new religion. He never started the religion. You know who started Christianity? Maybe you don't know. You should read more. Who started Christianity? Who? No? Paul. Very good. Who was Paul? Paul was Rabbi Shaul from the Sanhedrin. Most Jewish people have no clue. Rabbi Shaul from Sanhedrin was a tzaddik. He was a righteous man. Why would he start Christianity? He was worried, together with the Sanhedrin, 70 Sanhedrin, the Judaism is going kaput. Because everybody started following Jesus. Why they follow Jesus? Because he walked on water. Why did he walk on water? He cut his leg and his ankle and he put names. There's a name, secret name, I cannot share them with you, that he put, and that's make him float above the Kinneret. Kabbalists carry that secret, and then they put it in a book that is hidden, and nobody should use it. Then you have, I don't want to talk bad about Islam, I don't know who's here, gonna get upset with me. Talk about Islam. One man, again, he saw the angel Gabriel after he married a wonderful rich woman, a widow actually. And he saw angel Gabriel who told them what's a real thing. But if you go in the history, just Google it after that. He was rejected by the Judaism because he wanted to create his own religion. And you keep going and you keep going. I'm not trying to put anything about Buddhist or something like that, but it's about one man. In Judaism, they speak bad about Moses. What kind of religion talk bad about the leader? Only one religion. One. Judaism. We're going to tell you what Moses did wrong. He hit the rock instead of talking. Moses, we got you. We got you now. You talk about Jesus, everything wrong. Muhammad, perfect. Everything is perfect. You talk about Moses, we find a lot of things wrong with him. What about the black woman that he married when he was running away from Egypt? Moses, we find you again. We got you again. A list of what's wrong. What about the time you get angry? Third time, Moses. And still we say he was the most powerful leader of all time. Why do Jewish people have to mention what's wrong with him? We don't mention, just make him a star, make him unique. No, we got to tell you what's wrong. Abraham, what a great leader. 10 tests he had to go through. They're still going to mention what Abraham did wrong. Okay? Pelegesh, v'chule, v'chule. Yitzchak, about to bless his brother. Yaakov. The whole Jewish Bible, the whole Old Testament is reminding us that you're not perfect. You know why? Because if it's a real story, find the imperfection in it. If you find a perfect story, it's good. It's a good story. It's Pinocchio, Snow White. You know, it will sell on one of those shelves. It's good for kids to motivate them. A real story has to have a problem. Has to have. If you are in a relationship, those of you in a relationship, and you're not fighting, not with your wife, not with your husband, everything is perfect, you are in the wrong relationship, my friend. If everything is perfect in your relationship, you are in the wrong relationship. If everything is perfect in your business, you are in the wrong business. Something's not working right. I'm not saying look for a problem, but it has to be. God is not going to put you wasting your time in this life, in this reincarnation, when everything goes good. Why he need you here? You're supposed to do the tikkun. You're supposed to work on yourself. You're supposed to change something. You're supposed to overcome a certain issue. And that's why I love being a Jew. Yes, we don't want to be complaining about everything. Yes, Moses get us out of Egypt, we complain. Steak is not. I told you, well done. Well done. What's with the manna? Well, it's the food of the angel. I don't want food of an angel. Give me something else. We complain. Complain. We don't hide it. It's there. It's out there. But that powerful religion, that was the only religion actually mentioned in the Bible. There is no other religion mentioned in the Bible. Only religion mentioned in the Bible as group receive that religion. Why is Hashem couldn't give this same Matan Torah to Abraham. Perfect human being, sacrifice his son, Isaac. What a wonderful situation. That would be wonderful, right? Isaac was a perfect human being. Maybe just take a Moses to an island, build 10 tzaddikim with him, and it would be great. Why you need it? And look what Rav Brandvan writes about it. He's asking the same question. Basically, I took it from him. העניין הוא בכך שיסוד תורתנו הקדושה, our holy Torah הוא אהבת הזולת. You want to know what the foundation of Judaism, what the foundation of our Torah is? To practice days and night, love the neighbor as thyself. The entire Torah. שאמר השם יתברך למשה, רש"י, שמות, הלא אהרון אחיך הלוי, וכעת ניתנה לו מידת הכהונה, שהיא מידת החסד, להיות אוהב שלום, ורודף שלום, תשתף אותו עמך. Say, join your brother when you get them out of Egypt. Aaron was all about peace. שניכם תחדירו לעם ישראל את המצווה, כולל את כל התורה. And inject to every Jew one mitzvah. One. Love the neighbor as thyself. אז אשרה עליהם את שמי הוויה. Then I will take the name Yud Kevavke, the touch and I can dwell on you. But if you don't have love among you, even you're going to do all the mitzvot. It's one mitzvah. You got to practice. It's a very difficult one. Very difficult. You got to love them all. Then the Torah can come. Then the Creator can come. But if you not practice that mitzvah, it's not going to work. מטעם זה. For that reason, לא ניתנה התורה לאבותינו. אברהם, יצחק ויעקב. For that reason, God could not give the Torah to Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Why? אלא נמשך הדבר עד יציאת מצרים, שהיו לאומה שלמה. God was waiting for us to become one nation, and then we can practice with everybody, love the neighbor as thyself. And then, once we practice love the neighbor as thyself between all of us, then Am Echad, they say that they park in Mount Sinai, in the bottom of Mount Sinai, Av Echad, Lev Echad, they were one. They talked to them as one person, not as 600,000, because they were unified. When they unified, the Creator said, everything is easy. It's like a father. He has 100 kids. One kid has a problem to make money. The other kid is lazy. The other kid is this. But you know what? When the father comes into the big room, there's a big party. Those 100 brothers love each other. They know how to get along. Those 100 sisters, if you want, they know how to get along. The father is enjoy giving it to them. He's not thinking about the lazy one and the one who doesn't like to work or vicious or that. You know how to get along? Yes. Don't worry about it. This is Matan Torah, my friend. A leadership know how to bring unity. That's another skill of a leadership between people. A leadership will bring separation from people. Not a leadership. Unity is the name of the game of the Torah, of Matan Torah. And it say, והסברה היא, unfortunately, זה רב ברנדן, שאותו חלק מהתורה והמצוות שבין אדם לחברו מסוגל יותר להביא את האדם למטרה הנצחית. A lot of people think that they will do the all mitzvot and then eventually they will get closer to God. No, זה רב ברנדן. אותו חלק מהתורה, this aspect of the Torah, love the neighbor as thyself, מסוגל יותר. It can create more magic than all what you do all day long. So be careful how you act with your children, with your wife, with your husband, with your neighbors. Be careful. That's what you should be careful. Everybody's so worried about if the food is kosher. Is it kosher? Is it kosher? Are you sure it's kosher? Can I see the, what do you call it, the diploma, the paper? The what? The hechsher. I can see the hechsher. The hechsher is good. It's like the joke, you know, the famous joke. Somebody come to eat falafel in Tel Aviv. Somebody says, kasher. אז באמת לא כשר, you don't see the picture, you have the Baba Sali, I don't know if you know Baba Sali, it's a famous tzaddik. He said, listen, if the Baba Sali would serve the falafel and your picture would be at the wall, I will be okay, you know. So the idea that unfortunately we're so busy with what we put into our mouth is kasher, but we don't even think what we're saying. We don't care, I say how I want, I speak to you as I wish. It's wrong. מצי, מסוגל יותר להביא את האדם למטרה הנצחית שהיא אהבת הזולת מטעם שיש לה תובעים והמצוות משתנות בכל פעם. I find that revelation. He said, what is beautiful about love the neighbor as thyself? As you practice, the mitzvah keeps shifting, it's changed. Because יש לה תובעים, meaning every day they ask you to behave a certain way. You be nice. Sometimes those of you pray in the morning, tefillin, sometimes the table doesn't have room. So you put your bag of tefillin, You go to pray, and then you come back. Well, the tefillin is moved to the other end next to the bagel. You're almost toasting your tefillin. It's gone, or the bag is gone. What happened? That's your chance. Baruch Hashem, yesh latovim. That's your chance to practice love the neighbor as thyself. You come to reach the Torah, to kiss the Torah, suddenly somebody run fast, boom, knock you down, you fall on the floor. Baruch Hashem, another chance to love the neighbor as thyself. All of those tests, it's always evolve. This mitzvah is the only mitzvah that evolve. The other mitzvot are set. They're like cement. Keep the Shabbat. You cannot keep the Shabbat on Tuesday. Keep the Shabbat is on Shabbat. Hey, I'm thinking to keep the Shabbat on Monday. What do you think? I mean, I don't have to dive. They can't. They can't. I decide to put the tefillin on my leg. Can't. There's set mitzvot. After L'cha Kamocha, it's not set. It's open. It's open for discussion all the time how to make it better. זה יצא מטעם שיש לה תובעים והמצוות משתנות בכל פעם ואין מקיימים אותם בחמת הרגל. You never get used to it. It's a one mitzvah you never get used to. Every day you make it better and make it better. How can I be nicer? How can I forgive my brother? How can I forgive my sister? How can I talk to my sister a little bit better? What do I do? Always struggle. מתוך אהבת הזולת הנראה באים לקיים אהבת הזולת הבלתי נראה שזה מתבטא במילים. Okay, so we are the way we speak, the way we think. Okay, and this is the idea of Matan Torah. For that reason, for that only mitzvah, the only mitzvah, the Jew received the Torah. Why the Jew? Well, the Midrash, I'm not going to go because of time. The Midrash said that God went to all the other nation, the whole nation rejected it. And why did you accept it? The Jew were a slave for 400 years. They were abused to another level. Sometimes when you abuse so bad, you get to a point you feel you deserve nothing. You said, I deserve nothing. So every little thing you're going to do to me, I'm going to look like, wow, you did it to me? Wow. You can practice it in an easier way. And one way to love somebody you have a difficult time to love, diminish your desire. Diminish what you want from it. A true leader, going back to leader aspect, person who's capable to let go of what they want for the sake of what the other person need. You making yourself a sandwich, something I make sure my kids practice, that's the whole time, since my kids were little. And I remember it was an educator who watching me, she wanted to follow my family. It was in Florida, my kids don't even remember that, wherever I go, she follow me. Somebody from head of education of Florida. She want to see. I said to her, I have a unique way. I'm writing children book and I care about children. And she see me, we eat together in a restaurant, and my kids can be my witness. Whatever they eat, before they eat, I have to reach with my hand and eat from their plate. Now kids don't like it. Kids are almost like dog. Not to say it in a bad way, but they will do, it's their plate. This is their domain. Is it that the schnitzel is on their plate? Nobody reach out. They can bite you. Take from them cucumber. There my son is laughing and do this. So the educator say, excuse me, you think the kids, I said to her, and I remember my words, I was much chutzpah, just came from Israel. I said, listen, honey, I'm not building children or human. So what are you building? So I'm building a leader. That's what I'm busy building. Those kids, I make them to be a leader. They will have to understand that when you're busy with the me, there is no you. You cannot focus on your phone. You cannot focus on your plate. You cannot focus on your family only. Open your eyes. Open, look around. What else going on out there? If it's only your domain, you not belong to be a leader. You should be a leader, not of your family, not even of your body. But if every morning when you wake up said, what can I give today? I'm not talking about tzedakah that it's set on the check. What can I give? Who do I call today? How are you, John? Is things are better for you? No, let's talk about it. Can I take you to coffee? Give, and give. You want to be happy? Give. You want to be miserable? Receive. All receivers are miserable. They never believe they have enough. You ever saw a person who receives? You're giving them, and you're giving them, and you're giving them. They're miserable from morning to night. Person who gives is always happy. Always want to give more. Because the light of the Creator shines to the people that give. Last thing, I know I'm a little late. Last thing, that's about the 10 Commandments. I just want to say something very short. Choosing the right people to be the leader. In the Pasuk say, V'ata techezeh. and you shall vision or see, chazon, vision. In that section in the Zohar, Parashat Yitro, those of you who want to read it, it's a beautiful section. They teach you how to read people. How to read people by looking at the forehead, by looking at their hairstyle, the ears, where the ears located, backward, forward, up, down. Is it bulging out, not bulging out? Is the ears are in the same location? The nose, what type of nose the person have? Is it going up, going down? Is it big nose? Is the nostril big? Is the nostril small? Details that you wouldn't believe. Upper lips, lower lips, chin, chin out, chin down. Everything is written. Finger, fingernails, long finger, small finger. Everything is written on a person. When Kabbalists look at people, they're hardly listening to conversation. They don't even listen to conversation. They just look at you. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. They just look at you. What is going on with that person? Is he a thief? Is he cheating? Is he cheating on his wife with a married woman? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see it on his forehead. Oh, that's a problem. We got to tell him something. But you cannot do it as a game. Kabbalists don't do it as a game. They do it as a tikkunim. They get friendly with that person. That person doesn't even know why they get friendly with him. And then slowly, slowly, they change that person. A true leader not reveal to you that he's actually leading you to a better life. That's another true leader. You would not even know. 3-4 years later, you say, oh my God, why did I change? Well, I met that person who read my forehead and he told me something. And then after 4 years, I'm a different person. I don't even know how it happened. That's how they choose the people. It was 4 categories. I see Debbie's already standing on this camera, but I have to say it. It was 4 categories of the type of leader that you have. The first one, okay, it's about חשוב. אנשי חיל. Okay, strong people. מה זה אנשי חיל? כלומר, שיהיו ראויים להנהיג את הדור. They will be married. They will be the right people to lead the generation. שלא די בידיעת התורה. Say מעם לא, it's not enough that they know Torah. It's a shocking thing, right? אלא צריכים לידע להלך עם הבריות. They will need to know how to talk to the people. Not every rabbi who know Torah know how to, what's the word? Shmooze. Shmooze with the people. I don't know if it's the best word. להלך עם הבריות. They cool. They know what they're going to. So if a poor man go to the rabbi and say, Rabbi, I don't have nothing to eat. And the rabbi do pretty well. The rabbi would never, I don't know what mean not to eat. I don't have a place to sleep. I sleep good, so I don't know. I can feel you. להלך עם הבריות. ויהיו עשירים בתורה. They will be good in Torah so they can answer every question that going on. אם יש צער בעולם, או אם אחד יבקש לעשות רעה, ימחו בידו. If they meet an evil person, they will tell them, this is wrong, what you're about to do. That's a כל אנשי חיל. מידה שנייה. Second, וירא אלוקים. Have an awe toward God. שיהיו אבירי לב, they will be strong, ולא יגורו, no fear. מפני איש, אלא יהיו יראי אלוקים. לא יחניפו לעשירים. You want to know what יראי אלוקים? They will not have chanupa. Chanupa, bad words to translate chanupa. Yeah. They will not, flattering? Can I say flattering? I like it. Flattering. They will not flatter the rich people. Just because they're rich, they will not flatter. This is midash diya. Midash lishit. אנשי אמת. They will be honest and true. בעלי דיבור שיקמו את זה שהם מבטיחים. Whatever they promise, they have to do. or don't promise. ובזה ישמעו בקולם. So when they say something, everybody trusts them. Because if they say, for example, adopt this tradition. If you promise to give tzedakah to a synagogue, and you're wearing a watch, take the watch from the right hand or left hand, change it to the side. Make sure that you, whatever you promise to give, at Saturday night you pay it. Don't wait till Sunday. אין מחר זה עמלק. tomorrow is עמלק. Now I'm doing it. But Shabbat I can't pay it, so I'm doing it Saturday night. הכל אמת. מידה רביעית, שונא בצע. People who hate בצע, hate the concept of taking money, ששונאים ממון עצמם. They meditate until they look at their money and they're ashamed of their money. I know it's a difficult one. קל וחומר בממון של אחרים. So when they look at people with money, they don't get jealous. They don't get jealous of that person wearing a Patek Philippe from gold. They don't get jealous of somebody have shoes that cost $5,000. They don't get jealous. They don't have betza. It doesn't matter if you have money or not have money. You can still have rodef betza. I know a person who worth 1.8 billion, and he get angry that somebody else bought the Picasso that he want to buy. So they bought the Picasso for $38 million. Alvay al kulanu, right? I mean, 38. I had an argument about the picture. Okay, and they cry. I'm happy to be there. I don't know the person very well. I happen to be there with a student who know them. And they say, can you believe it? Can you believe it what It's the worst day of my life. I thought something died. Somebody bought in 38. I offered 37. I should. This is their life. And the picture. I don't know if it's Picasso. I want to say that's the only artist I know. So that's famous. Maybe Rembrandt, right? It's another one. Leader is a person who control themselves, not others. If you're busy controlling others, you're not a leader. If you're busy more to control yourself, you are a leader. So I want to leave you with that. If you go into some type of pain, it's only because you don't want to lead yourself to a better life. That's the only reason you're going through pain. What do you do with the pain? Say Rabbi Nachman Breslev. Rabbi Nachman Breslev said that the pain itself is a result that God took your brain away. The only punishment God can do to you is take the brain away. It's called the da'at. The da'at, the knowledge, the mochim. When you don't know why bad things happen to you, are you going to be happy? No, you're going to be miserable. If you right now falling on the floor, because God makes sure that somebody will push you to the floor, and through that you have circulation in the blood, and because of that your skin will be cured from all problem, will you be happy with the person who pushed you? Yes, you will. But because you don't have the knowledge to see that that was actually good to you, because that knowledge was taken away from you, then you look at it as a punishment. So the difference between the reward and punishment is what? Is the knowledge of knowing it. That's the only bridge between punishment and reward. The knowledge to know. Because the Creator, blessed be He, who created us, who is the leader of all the world, create you just that you will have a good time in His universe. And if you go into a rough time, what do we do when we go rough time? Said Rabbi Nachman Breslev, we close our eyes, right? People go through pain, what they do? Oh, I can't see it. Why? Why you close your eyes? Said Rabbi Nachman Breslev, because the eyes is the place where you get all the knowledge. So you shut down yourself from the knowledge, so you don't know. What you need to do is a meditation. We don't have time for meditation. You take yourself to a room which is totally dark. You close your eyes, and if you're in pain, spiritual pain, emotional pain, physical pain, God forbid, financial pain, God forbid, you have no money, close your eyes strong in the room and say, God, give me knowledge to know what's the blessing in it. I'm willing to receive the knowledge. I know it's a blessing, I just cannot see it. And when you are ready to say those verses, when it's dark, you have to put actually the Rabbi Nachman say exactly how to do it. He say you have to close your eyes and put your two fingers on each eyes until you see nothing, dark, in a dark room. And then you can ask that question. And that moment, they will start bringing you the knowledge back, and you will see that it was actually a blessing. Guys, we cannot do meditation tonight because of time. I see we're very late. I think there's still some food upstairs. There's some still food upstairs. And for the camera, now once again, please make sure that you join me on my YouTube channel. We need to see more of you on my YouTube channel. It's really helped me and help us to spread the message. So please tell your friend about my YouTube channel, or you can go on the web, but we would like you to go on YouTube channel because we need you. We need your like. And when you go on YouTube channel and spread that video, it gives me a chance to spread that video to a larger crowd and to lead more people to be led by the Creator. So we will appreciate if you just go and like the YouTube channel. Eliyahu Jian is my name. Those of you who don't know, so you just go ahead and do that. Thank you so much for coming, and all the best. Thank you.